Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here. We are back with our franchise. We're going up against the Cardinals at home. Both of us are 9-7, and not even the Ivy's back being green here. So I believe this is our first homestand this season. Oddly enough, we didn't have a home game for a weekend, and we'll see John Lester out here. Everyone with Jackie Robinson Day wearing that special 42. And Lester this year looks like he's been on point. But we'll go with the first batter here. And that's going to be down the line. Hayward picks it up and he's going to throw it in. So that's a leadoff single. Going with the first pitch, and that's into a double play. And that's going to be Baez to Russell to Rizzo. And that was the former Cub, Dexter Fowler, going to that one. And Alex Reyes is going to take it for the Cardinals. 3 starts, he's 1-1. Got a 3.86 ERA. Maybe we can get some hits today. And that's just under his glove for a leadoff single. Actually, it's going to be a 1-out single there with Rizzo. That's going to be inside changeup, and we've had some issues getting that changeup this season to start it, and that will be the second out. Rizzo out, and that's going to be just a really weak hit picked up by the catcher and thrown in, and that one's your inning. One hit for both sides, but no one gets past first. As we go in the second, that's over to Schwarber, and he just loses that one in the sun, it looked like. Bounces off the wall. It's going to be a double because of that, and that will definitely be an error on Schwarber, and it'll cost into a double. Next batter, it's down the line. The very next pitch, Hayward just can't catch up with it. That's another double, but this time it's going to score a run. So the Cardinals strike first. And again, down this line, another blooper, it's caught. Hayward's going to have it in, but it's going to be off the mark, and another run will score. That line, the Cardinals are loving. But here's a four-seam up in the zone, and he's out. It's going to be a ball right off the glove of Baez, trying to get that at first. Actually, that's Hap that's over there, and that's picked up by Russell and thrown over to end the inning. Baez is actually taking a day off, and also we have Contreras taking a day off, as we have going into the third. And that's right over the head of Hap and picked up by Hayward. He's going to throw it in. Contreras also has the day off today. This one's going to be hit, and it's going to be a blooper, and, well, that's going to be Harper out there that gets the out, but still it should have been caught. Now going over to second and pulls him off the bag. Both will be safe, and now Bryant's having an issue. In left field, we don't have... and here's Rizzo getting 2 outs there. In left field, we actually have Harper. Schwarber is on a break as well. Almora is in center. And out in right is Hayward. Forgot, we rested a lot of people in this game. And that one's out to Hayward. And he loses this one over his glove. In reality, I just was trying to get used to some of the markers on this new MLB is a little bit off. Typically in last year's you just sat in the marker and they caught it, but you have to compensate for height. Now here I did it again. Almora drops it, so it's going to be a third run. So there, even though I'm standing on it, he can't make a play, so we're going to have to change up how we do business here, as that one is in left field. Harper is going to hold it, and that puts runners in the corners in the fourth. 2-2 count. That's going to be a shallow one out in left center. Will hit. Almora gets the ball in, and that scores a 4th Cardinal run. And this one down the line looks like it's going to be an infield fly. Rizzo there to catch it anyway. And well, that'll be the first out in the fourth. This one shallow center. And it's going to be caught there by Almora. He has the wheels. Gets in and catches that one. Trying to stop the damage here. That's straight over to Happ. And Happ gets the forced out at first. And that will end your inning. So 3 errors scores 3 runs. And we need to get something back. But ultimately, we don't get anything, so we're going to end this one. I was pretty frustrated with how this new MLB is, still getting used to it. I think next episode, I'm pretty much used to it by then, and we don't have these silly errors. We have a couple of them there, but it's more the player than me. So we get beat 4-2. We do end up skipping. We do get 2 runs, no big deal. We still end up losing. Kyle Hendricks will come out for our next game against the Cardinals. And here, going down the line again, opposites. And this one, the wheels. This time it is Schwarber out there. And he makes a big play out and left. Let's go on the outside, and that's going to be into center, and that's going to be caught by Almora. Go 1-1, and that's going to be caught by Rizzo. So a lot of easy plays here to do, as we'll see Almora, Baez, and Bryant out here. Michael Wacha will be pitching for the Cardinals, 2-0 with a 1.33 ERA. He's had a pretty good start for the year. And we'll see 24 strikeouts in 3 games. So Almora first goes just over second baseman. That's going to be a leadoff single. So trying to answer yesterday's game. Baez, after a day off, just goes into a double play here. And kills that rally quickly. So we have Bryant out here. Bryant hits it down the line. Looks like that's going to go to the wall. Bryant's going to turn over to second and have himself a double. And so with 2 outs, it scores nothing, another force out. And so we go into the second. And that's going to be thrown in right field. That's going to be Harper that's out there. We get a day off to Hayward, as this one is hit out and left. Schwarber gets it in there. And so with no outs, man on first and second, a sinker inside by Hendricks gets Gruchek swinging. 0-2 count. There's a changeup getting Hundley there. Back-to-back strikeouts trying to get out of this inning. Hendricks will go back to a sinker inside, and Molina swings and misses. 3 strikeouts to get out of the inning after 2 hits and stranding 2 runners. Going to the top of the third, and that's going to be a 1-out single there by the Cardinals. And this one over by Fowler is going to be down the left field. It's going to be picked up by Schwarber. He's going to throw it into the third. He has a chance, but pulls off Bryant. So a full count here goes up the middle. Possible run will score here. Almora puts it in. It's going to be late, so we're going to cut it off there. And that will be the first strike there made by the Cardinals. 1-1 count going inside. Broken bat. And quick play there by the pitcher Hendricks, and that will end your innings. So the Cardinals do strike by a sac fly, and hopefully the Cubs can strike back. Bottom of the third with 2 outs. Almora just over second again. That'll be his second one hit in the same exact spot. So trying to get this rally here, and Baez a cutter. We sent the runner in a hit and run, but just was too high. So in the fourth, after we walk a batter, we have a single by the Cardinals in the right field, making it, again, first and second. But this time we won't be so lucky, as this one's up the middle. Almora throws it in, but it'll be way too late. And the Cardinals get a second run. So trying to get out of this. It's going to be over, and that's a blooper in right field, and that will load the bases. So with no outs, 1-2 count, trying not to get this. It's over to Bryant, and barehanded throw over to Contreras to get the force out at home. 0-1 count, this is back over to Bryant. Bryant over to second and over to first. Double play to end the inning and get out of the jam. So only 1 run scores, as we have some good heads-up ball play there. And that's going to be Happ at second. Actually, Rizzo, or not Rizzo, but Baez went out with an injury. And Harper just not doing great when I'm using them. So trying to forget here, Addison Russell had the day off. He is available for pinch hitting, so we're going to use him in the bottom of the 5th with 1 on. This is going to be a single in right field. Schwarber is on second. So we're breathing some life over here. But here comes Almora. He's had 2 back-to-back hits and can't get the same luck. Grounds it over to first, and that'll end your inning. So we strand 2 more. In the bottom of the 6th, Baez is out here, and this is over and right. And Baez actually shifted over to shortstop today, as Happ's playing over at second. And now Bryant will have a single in left field. And so with no outs in the bottom of the 6th, the Cubs threatening to strike with Rizzo. And Rizzo, the fastball in the outside corner, just can't grab it. So here is Harper, a circle change down. And a heartbreaker here with 2 outs. Can't even put it in play in the 3rd out. We can't even get out there. Contreras strikes out. We don't even put the ball in play with 2 more on. So we're going to have Walton out here. And Walton strikes out Nunez with a high fastball. Actually, that's Moreno. And then with 2 outs, it's going to be short over to Baez. Quick throw in the hole and gets him out over there. Good play. And we'll see Happ, Jay, and Moreno come out here. Jay's playing center, and we can't even get some magic with him out here against Waka. Now Hayward's going to be pinch hitting, and that's going to be a single after we have a walk by, I believe that's Happ over on second. So now Almora puts it over to third. Possible double play, and gets the one at second, but not the one at first. So runners in the corners. The Cubs trying to get something. Here's Baez. Baez swings and a miss, and that will end your inning. It's a 4-seam outside corner we haven't been able to grab. So we're going to put Minter out here, trying to hold the Cardinals down to that 1 run, but trying to go over to third, and he's going to be thrown out. So it'll be a double, but man from first gets thrown out. And here's a cutter on Gruchek, and he can't catch up to it. And so that will end your inning. Going to the bottom of the 8th, the Cubs down 2. Bryant's coming out here, high fly ball deep into left field, and that will be out of here. And that's a solo shot. We still have 1 more to make up, but Bryant catches that one. Looks, it's a high ball up in the zone. And Waka does not have his perfect game. And now Harper, though, clips that one. Good dive. Throw over to first, and it will be in time. We thought about challenging that one. And we might take a look at this as Madden comes on the field. And we're going to take the short review. Do we get in the dugouts? Thrown over to first. We think it's a tie. So we do challenge it, and tie goes the runner, but Contreras there can't catch up that fastball up in the zone. And now it's up to Happ. Happ, and that's an easy fly ball over in right field, and that will end your inning. So we get 1 off of Bryant's home run, but it's not enough as we go into the 9th. Let's see who comes out and pitches here. It's going to be Minter. We didn't get to the pitcher spot. And Minter gives up a home run. It looked like that was a fastball up in the zone. And we're working with a young guy here, trying to get him up to speed. In the future, we might make some changes, but right now that's only one game, one pitch. And so going into the ninth, there's your first out by John Jay. We're going to bring in a pinch hitter. It's going to be Sang. Or actually, Jimenez, I mean. And Jimenez strikes out with that changeup in the zone. So going to Almora. And Almora, the slider down. And the Cardinals win this one by a score of 3-1 as Waka plays a complete game today. We just could not get him other than that solo shot later in the game. So we go to the last one in the series. A day game here. As we're going to see Jose Quintana. 1-0, 4.05 ERA, has 3 starts. Not a lot of strikeouts, a lot of walks, but we'll see what he does today. So the first batter straight over to Rizzo, and Rizzo gets over to first to hit the base. So that's Nunez leading off today. Next one, straight over to second base, and that will be an easy play. So Quintana out here, 1-1 count. This one's off in left field. And easy play there for Schwarber. So outfield is Schwarber with Hayward out and right. With Mike Leake pitching for the Cardinals. 3.38 ERA. And that's Hayward's going to be in the right, and that's going to be a cutter he can't catch up to. And so Russell coming out here. And Russell up the middle after a day's rest gets this one. And hopefully we can get something going from this. Here is Schwarber. Schwarber, hard hit over to second, but that's going to be a double play ball. And that will end your inning. And that was pretty hard to hit, too. But it looks like we're struggling as usual. But it's only the second inning here as a four-seam inside catches him looking. And that's a good backwards K for the day. The first one. As we see Rizzo. Rizzo high fly ball deep center field. And that's going to be some good wheels out in center. So with Happ out here, Happ gets it over to third baseman, and that will be a single. Hayward out here with 2 outs, though in the bottom of the third, and this one is out in left center. That one with Happ, we actually did have a fly out, but in the next inning, we have a 2-out double by Hayward. So trying to bring him home is Russell, and that's grounded straight to short. Quick play here, and he gets him by a step. So they survive, and Hayward can't advance bases or score. St. Louis, though, is held hitless through 3. So one thing, though, we need to do is get on board. But Quintana's having a pretty good day. We're back around the round. He's retired 3 straight. And we'll have to see what he does here up in the 4th. That's going to be inside. That'll be the first hit by the Cardinals. So the clean sheet goes away. And that's a leadoff single. So next batter, 4-seam down in the zone. And he is shocked at that call. He thought it was a ball. But he's walking home after that one. 1-2 count. 4-seam up against Gurko. And he is retired. And that will be your end of your inning, as we'll see Schwarber, Rizzo, and Harper, the dangerous part of this. But with 1 out, as Schwarber put the high fly ball out in center, Rizzo puts one in right center for a base hit. So Harper out here. You haven't seen the big game change, and we won't today, as that's into a double play. So that will end your inning, as we just can't get anyone past second. Bottom of the 5th. Here is Happ, and Happ right over the glove of the second baseman. Looked like he lost that in the sun, and so we have a leadoff single. Actually, that's going to be an error. He should have caught that. Or so the scorer believes. So out will come Javier Baez. Let's see what he's going to do. He's playing over on third today as we give a day off to Bryant. And so with the first pitch, it's going to be outside cutter. And one thing we've had an issue with Baez is we have not held our swings. But we're able to play smart today and really try to get this one, as that one's in right center field. It's going to fall in. It might go to the wall. Happ rounding second. Happ's going to go home, and Baez is going to stop at second. And the Cubs are on the board, striking first today, and that's a good sign. Baez, it's an RBI double. Now out will come Contreras, and that'll be a single out and right. We will hold Baez at third. Oh, mainly because that good throw would get Baez out by a mile. Now Hayward skies it in the air. That's going to be in shallow left, easy play. And we will not test that one. So with 2 outs, out will come Russell. Russell high fly ball into center field, and that one with the big wheels out there will get that one. So Baez strikes with an RBI double in the 5th to break the nil deal here, as Quintana out here still pitching a good strong game as that's out and right. And well, our issues still go on with Hayward, and this is going to be a triple more than likely, and he does hold up on third. So a 1-out triple as me, the player, screws up out in right field. But Quintana here, that's over to third, and I don't know what I'm thinking with that one. I didn't have a play over at first, so I was trying to get one at home. Trying to cover second, can't get the play there, and just a movement because he was stealing, pulls Russell, having to come back, and that just kind of throws it all off. But right this time, we don't miss this one as Hayward does get this to end the inning. So 1 strike there by the Cardinals off an error, leaving a triple, and they do score. But the man on second, though, with 2 outs, we hit it straight over, too short, and well, that strands another one. So going to the top of the 7th, Quintana still out here, and that's a leadoff single in left field. And you have to think we're going to pull Quintana with only 83 pitches in the 7th. Well, he's staying in there. And that's a steal, and that's just not thrown good enough by Contreras. So the man on second. Quintana's still going to stay out there. That's over to Happ, and Happ easy play. But the runner advances. Trying to break that tie. Go to the outside. It's going to be down the line. It's going to fall fair. And 1 run will score. We did walk 1 in between this. And that run will score also, so it looks like the Cardinals will go up by 2. So maybe I did leave Quintana a little bit too long in, but we're going to leave him in a little bit more, and well, it hurts even more. As that one's in the gap, 1 run will score, and it looks like that is a triple. And now maybe we'll take out Quintana, maybe, but at this point the damage is done. We'll take him out there. And Cabrera, we did a balk. Just failed at that one, so Nunez comes in to make it 5. At this point, I was pretty much raging and trying to get this going at this point, and I had pressed the button way too fast twice. But we do have a good pitch here that's popped up to Contreras. And so trying to get out of this inning. That is a grounder to Rizzo, and that will end your inning as the Cardinals tack on 4 in the 7th. So we need to get something going here, as we do end up skipping forward, and the Cardinals tack on another 4 and go ahead and take this one 9-4. or 9-3. We did get 2 runs in the 9th, but really it doesn't matter all that much. So we fall 3 games behind them. We do sim a little bit to take on the Phillies. As we move the next episode being against Cleveland, as we take, we're split right now with the Phillies. With Lester, he's coming out with a complete game. And we do simulate this one, and Lester takes that one. In the end, we do split it with Philadelphia. So I will see you guys next time when we take on the 2-game series coming in against Cleveland. Later, guys.